in today's video, we're doing an at-home workout. What's up YouTube? Welcome to the video. My name is Tyler, also known as the Fit Chemist, and I help young men take control of their lives by taking control of their fitness, nutrition, and lifestyle habits so that ultimately we can lead healthier and happier lives. So if you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Turn those notification bells on so you don't miss when I post new videos. And if you are returning, welcome back. I'm so glad that you are here. So this past weekend, my roommate tested positive for COVID. He is off in isolation housing and I'm stuck in the apartment for the next 10 days. So since I have a bunch of free time on my hand now, I figured what I was gonna do today, hit a little resistance band workout and take you guys along for that journey. So I gotta remember what it is I was even doing in the first place for workouts during COVID, but we'll tackle that problem as we get there. And as I was filming, I just realized that I left the cabinet door open. Sweet, but first, pre-workout. Come up to the supplement cabinet. If you haven't seen my video on how to make your own pre-workout, go ahead and check that out. And then I also got some rhodiola rosea. So mix this up and I'll be ready to go. I haven't tried this flavor. I think it's Hawaiian punch or something, but it looks like grape. Not really sure. Sweet double chin there, but cheers. It's all right, but let's get this workout in. So we got our lovely resistance bands here. Let's open those up. All right, so we got the resistance bands out. You can see we got some handles, make use of those. And then we've got 5 different bands with varying resistance. So you can see this one's got like 50 pounds. I think this one's 40 and then 30, 20, 10. But you can see back during the COVID days, I went pretty hard, snapped off the end of a couple of these. So we got to make do with that. Camera doesn't want to focus this morning. Got a nice booty band here. And then this is a door anchor. So I'm going to put this in the door, and that's sort of what allows me to put all the resistance bands through it. Obviously, since I'm not in the gym, I'm not going to be able to lift anywhere near as heavy as I would usually go. But nonetheless, I'm doing upper body today. So I'm probably gonna pick a chest, back, shoulders, and arms exercise. So one for each of those, and then just try to do the best with what I have. So with that, let's get into it. We're gonna hit some resistance band push-ups for chest because I don't really know what else we can do. We don't have a bench, but I basically just put these behind my back, and then when I go to do a push-up, keep them under my palms and like really push down so they don't slip out. And that way there's a little bit of resistance and it's not just a body weight exercise. So let's see if we can do this. Go for set number 2 here. Just trying to keep rest periods as short as possible. So maybe like 30 to 45 seconds. Set number 3. Set number 4. So we got set number 5 here. That last one was a little challenging towards the end, but see if we get 20 again. All right, a little out of breath there from the push-ups. My chest, I can feel it right now when I'm even trying to hold up the camera. Move on to a back exercise, but didn't think push-ups would be that hard, man. All right, but one thing I want to point out is that in my apartment is actually quite nice for quarantine because I live on the busiest street in Boston, Commonwealth Avenue. You can see quite busy. There's usually a lot more people out. Not so great for when you're trying to film YouTube videos and you want it to be quiet, but at least while I'm in quarantine, I can people watch and not feel so alone. So I'm actually gonna try a lat pull down just like while sitting down, put my feet against the wall, and we'll see what that looks like. So you can see there on the handle, I was grabbing up a little bit higher just so I could get a little bit extra range of motion. I don't know, it's not all that heavy, but again, I can't really use these because unfortunately, they broke off. But again, with an at-home workout, you just gotta do the best with what you got. And you know, it's not gonna be as good as a gym workout, but the point is that you're still getting a workout in the first place, right? Set 3, here we go. So one thing I do want to mention, or I guess a couple things with this exercise, you'll notice that I put my hand like on the opposite lat that I'm using. And that just sort of helps me with the mind muscle connection. I can feel it where I'm supposed to. And then also you'll notice at the top, I'm really lengthening my arm, but during that time, my lat is still under tension. So what I hate seeing people do in the gym is when they use momentum on this exercise, whether it's one hand or two hand at the top, they'll sort of release everything and then they'll sort of come back down and swing with momentum. And then they're just not keeping tension on that lat the whole time. Set 4. All right, so that was set 4. I'm gonna do one more set, hit 5 sets of both chest and back today. I could do 6 total sets of back and split it up into a vertical and a horizontal row. So what I'm doing now is a vertical row. Anytime your hands are going above your head, think of that as a vertical row. And then a horizontal row would be something like a dumbbell row, right? Where it's sort of like perpendicular to your body, or like a seated cable row. So, a little out of breath there. But my next upper body day this week, I'll probably do something like that. So I'll just lower the door anchor and put it towards the middle of the door, and then maybe kneel down and just hit like some sort of horizontal variant. But one more set of this, and then I think after that, I'm gonna do some lateral raises with the resistance bands. All right, so I got the door anchor in the lowest position. I'm not sure if you can see that right now. It doesn't look like it, but take my word for it. And I'm essentially just gonna do like the equivalent of like a leaning cable lateral raise. So if you see people do that in the gym where they're sort of like, you know, holding on to the bar and then kind of doing this sort of thing. Same thing with the resistance band. And then you can sort of make it as difficult as you want depending on how close or how far you stand away from the door. So that's gonna determine how much tension is on the band. And I just want to apologize for the lighting. I feel like I'm playing around with this thing called an ND filter right now, and it's sort of, you can see if I move it one way, makes it too light, and if I move it another way, makes it too dark. So sort of getting used to this, but you know, the things I do for my viewers, learning new skills, right? But nonetheless, we're gonna hit set 1 and see what this looks like. Not too bad. So I think we're gonna do 4 sets of shoulders and then probably 4 sets of biceps and triceps. And I'd say for the most part, that's generally how I structure my workouts. Even in the gym, I'll do like 4 or 5 sets of chest and back, and then 4 or 3 sets of shoulders, biceps, and triceps. And I don't know, that's what I've been doing for the last year or so, and it seems to be a nice time for the workout, and also just allows me to follow this like upper lower split. But enough babbling, we'll get into set 2 in a minute. Look at all those nerds, gotta go to school, but I don't. Set 2. So one tip for this exercise, whether you're doing it with a resistance band, a dumbbell, or cable, whatever you're doing in the gym, you want to think about keeping the shoulder that you're using in place and then driving out through your elbow. So you almost want to keep your arm at like a 90-degree angle and just think about using your elbow to pull your shoulder up and try to minimize your trap use. So I'll show you again. Think about putting your elbow and just driving it out. Keep this shoulder in place so you're just pivoting at the shoulder, and hopefully that will help you find that mind muscle connection. Set 3. All right, set 4. All right, so I'm in a little bit of a time crunch here. It's 8:55. I need to go get a COVID test really soon. So I'm gonna superset biceps and triceps. I have the door anchor in the lowest position again. I'm essentially just gonna do like an overhead tricep extension, one arm, and then like sort of a cable concentration curl behind you. So we'll see what that looks like, but I'm gonna change the lighting real quick. So probably gonna hit 4 sets of this as well. Pretty good. Feeling the arms. So thank you, Loud Noise from the bus. Hit 3 more sets of this and then we'll call it a day. All right, set 3. Got a pretty good pump going so far, but last set, best set, baby. Set 4. Here we go. And we are done. See if we can see the Apple Watch here. I think so. So about an hour, 268 active calories, 360 total calories. Not bad for an at-home workout, eh? All right, guys, that's it for today's workout and today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Turn those notification bells on because I post new videos every single Friday and you do not want to miss when they go live. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.